Hello and welcome to a cool and fun episode of Ames Tonight. My name is Jim Heinrichs and this is
Malik, how are you guys doing? We're trying to do a speed round version of this just to keep it fresh and live because we know the show's going to be a little...
it can be a little long,
longer.
No, it's all good. We can chillax. I just like, I don't know, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm also very excited because here's the thing. I found out that it was possibly going to snow this weekend, but we wanted to give you guys a quick update and some quick top 10 of things you can do when it's getting warmer nowadays, when it's going to get warmer over these next few days.
Since it's actually temperate outside.
I didn't have to wear a coat today.
Huh.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I still sweated a lot because I'm just large.
I sweated too.
Yep.
All right, so do you want to...
I'll take this off, so we're going to start with our top 10. So number 10, basically just, go for a jog. Just it's getting warmer, and what I want to make sure you guys do is you're getting out there and trying to get your sexy on, just to make sure that everything is right with y'all. And there's plenty of trails you guys can take. There's nature filled areas like ledges where you can go around campus just to be exploring them and just know what's going to happen. But don't expect me to run with you because I sweat just from talking. There's some on my forehead, I don't know if y'all can tell. But yeah, running for me would be like going into a sauna, and I don't need that yet.
Number 9. Go hammocking. There's just something relaxing about hopping into a hammock and being up in the air between two trees, having nothing to prevent you from somehow turning the wrong way and falling flat on your face from 5 feet above the ground. It's just, it's just one of the best feelings.
Number 8, watch someone else get into or out of a hammock. Now, I know hammocking sounds nice for you guys, and they're pretty cool to look at, but not in practice from my experience. They're not fun. I mean, for me, taking the ACT was way easier than getting into a hammock. And I worked at a summer camp, and it was not fun to get in hammocks. I laid on the ground. So I can only imagine what my fellow large individuals are going through when you see a hammock because it looks so nice, and then you fall out of it.
I actually really did enjoy taking the ACT test. It was fun. Number 7, stock up for the apocalypse shelter. Your apocalypse shelter, sorry. We all know it's coming, whether it be a super volcano, a zombie outbreak, a really big rock falling from the sky, or simply an angry man pressing a button while smoking a cigarette. We're all pretty much screwed.
Yep.
So why not enjoy the weather outside and walk over to your local grocery store to pick up some supplies that will help you survive the fall of humanity?
Number 6, take a nap outside. I mean, let me just say that I basically have a doctorate in napping with a minor in narcolepsy. So I can say that I know the fact that it's just amazing to lay outside with the wind running through my fro while I'm just trying to catch some Z's. It just sounds like heaven to me. In fact, I've written a whole blog about this place, about the best places to nap on campus. So if you're looking for that and you want to know more places about it, probably take a nap and you'll find it. Or head over to my other job that I have on campus, cyclonelife.net, #shameless promotion.
I thought you were a journalism major.
It's a living.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a living.
Number 5. Play a good old-fashioned game of kick the can. Nobody really knows the rules to this game. You kick a can, and that's about all I know. I'm pretty sure one of the rules of kick the can is that you can never use the same exact set of rules twice, because the people who play kick the can are surprisingly against recycling.
It's not good for the environment, but I guess it would explain why it's a lot warmer outside. Just throwing that out there. Number 4, eat all of the foods. I mean, warm weather means there's about to be an influx of food trucks on campus, so make sure you get you some Macubana, some Fajita Man, some Super Dogs. I'm getting hungry while reading this off the prompter. It is not fun for me. But basically, it's just time for you guys to all pick out and get to just enjoy yourselves and have a really great time outside and feel good about yourself. But then make sure you go back to my number 10 so you can balance it out. Run a little bit, eat some deep fried macaroni, run a little bit. It makes sense.
Number 7. Contemplate about how much we don't know about the universe we live in.
Jim, that's not the, okay. Number 2.5. Teach Jim how to count. again. But actually, number 2, find a pet so you can play with them outside. Notice that I said find, not get, because they're like just basically like us. The animals are ready to come outside and enjoy this warm weather, and they're coming out of the woodwork just to see the sunlight. So if you can snatch one of those furry or feathered friends off the ground and love and hold them without them biting the heck out of you too, much love for that. And then make sure that you know the laws of nature means that they must obey you now. So if you can grab the albino squirrel, you'll basically have good luck on all your finals. Just make sure you have the appropriate food for it. But do you know what squirrels eat? I mean,
acorns?
I feel like all my knowledge of squirrels comes from SpongeBob SquarePants, just to be honest. So I feel like they live in tree domes.
The educational show.
Yeah, right?
Very educational.
You're Dirty Dan.
Oh, I'm Dirty Dan. And number 1, the thing you should be doing absolutely now that it is warm outside, stay inside and study for your finals.
Yeah.
It's never too early to start studying. And, you know, we're all here for our education first.
Yeah.
So do that thing with the studying and such.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone needs to study. We all have to do it. It makes it easier for us on our days when it comes to it. Because like you said, we're students first.
Yeah.
This is kind of a side hustle thing for me and Jim, which we love and enjoy. But remember, you have to go to class. So,
and if you catch an albino squirrel,
yes,
you'll have better luck, so that's good.
So basically, forget studying and catch a squirrel.
One of the two.
One of the two. You got options.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a jam-packed episode for you coming up, so stick around. Anything you'd like to say?
Nothing I can really say other than like thank you guys for joining us this whole time. And I don't know if we can really say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no time for this, Ryan!
What do you mean, Nick?
We have important news to deliver. Ladies and gentlemen,
Is there
the
news
nation
that's
has been
happening?
waiting for months in anticipation, and I'm here to tell you firsthand
World War III?
that Khloe Kardashian had a kid! In reality, over 350,000 babies are born every day, and the only difference here is that one happens to be the child of a basketball star in the most literal possible interpretation of Hall & Oates' Rich Girl. But, in all seriousness, congratulations to Khloe and her partner. And hey, let us know what fruit or weather event you name your child after. The world, for some reason, is dying to know.
A man in New York City called the police reporting that a tiger was outside of his house this morning. Police and animal control quickly ran to the scene to investigate and captured the escaped feline. Except it wasn't a tiger or any sort of cat. Rather, the animal turned out to be a very large raccoon. How you live in a place like New York City without realizing the difference between a giant orange carnivorous cat and a gray and black trash squirrel is beyond me. I can only imagine that upon finding the raccoon, the police's first question consisted of, "Sir, are you high?" In any case, the trash bandit was captured and swiftly executed as is law in New York City. Now, if only we had our own personal raccoon firing squad here in Ames, because they are disgustingly giant here.
The Masters tournament was one of the highest competitions in professional golf. Only the sharpest, most level-headed golfers have a chance to compete for its famed award, the green jacket. So, after battling stiff competition for 18 long holes of golf for this coveted coat, 2018's newly minted champion Patrick Reed donned the jacket and went to Chick-fil-A. Also worth noting, this photo was taken yesterday, which means 3 days after the Masters ended, he was still wearing the coat. He's most likely been wearing this jacket ever since Sergio Garcia put it on his back. He's been eating, sleeping, and showering in it for 3 days. And if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that no amount of dry cleaning can get that frosted sunrise out of his jacket.
The supreme leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, or as the country of China refers to the dictator, Fatty Kim, has been advised to stop smoking by an South Korean envoy. Fatty Kim has been noted as a heavy smoker by multiple sources due to numerous images and videos showing him with a lit cigarette, multiple times at many locations. While some feared that Fatty Kim would take offense to his suggestion, sources claim that the North Korean's wife giggled and actually agreed, saying that she had begged him to stop smoking numerous times. The reason for this comment was all in good nature, as the envoy simply wanted him to be in better health. To many people's surprise, I'm actually siding with Kim Jong-un on this one. Please, keep smoking. Have another smoke. No, have two. Screw it, a pack. No, forget a carton. Just live it up, man.
President Donald Trump recently tweeted out that, quote, nice, new, and smart missiles would soon be used to strike Syria. Nice, new, and smart are also words that were used to describe the movie Isle of Dogs, something I would much rather be watching. The president also tweeted out, get ready, Russia, referring to Russia's promise to shoot down all missiles fired at Syria. I don't think Russia's the country we're threatening to bomb. So all things considered, they're probably not the ones who need to get ready. At this point, Syria is very similar to a toy, and the US and Russia are like toddlers. If they can't have it, neither can we.
A man decided to kick a moose in northern Anchorage after the very large creature blocked his path on the walking trail. The man, who clearly has not read the 16th chapter of Gary Paulson's Hatchet, was then swiftly stomped on by what is essentially a 1,000-pound deer on steroids. Perhaps I missed the episode where Steve Irwin goes over North American wildlife, but I have a feeling something, somewhere, tells people it's not a good idea to kick a giant four-legged animal with antlers. On a side note, did you know that moose have antlers and not horns? So eat your heart out, little 6-year-old girl my older brother encountered as a temporary park ranger.
Speaker for the House Paul Ryan announced yesterday that he will not seek re-election after his term concludes this coming January. I can only imagine the room he made his announcement in looked something like a NASA control room after a successful mission. We pulled it off! While everyone is going to miss Ryan's smooth-talking ways and his calm yet unsettling demeanor, this comes as a personal blow to me as well. You see, Speaker Ryan and I are similar in many ways. We both come from southern Wisconsin and ran track in high school. We're both handsome, intelligent, and articulate men with perfect hair and Adonis-like physiques. And most importantly, both of our contributions to the political system can be summed up as, he complained a lot. Thank you for your service and efforts, Paul. We'll miss ya.
Guys, I know I overuse a lot of tropes on this extremely professional news broadcasting station. I scream, I freak out over useless topics. I even constantly put Job in a dungeon that many people don't actually believe exists, despite the constant screams for food and water. Out of all of my tropes, the most common one is exploiting Iowa's ridiculous weather pattern for many of the above. I do this for good reason, however. For example, just this weekend, it snowed. We are in April, people. The first day of spring was over 20 days ago. However, we have finally been blessed. It was 60 degrees today. I took my winter coat off for the first time in almost 7 months because I thought it was too warm for winter clothes. We are finally reaching the light at the end of the tunnel. No more bunkering in our dorm rooms, praying for classes to get snowed out so we don't have to brave the elements. I've never been happier. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, I feel optimistic about the future. So optimistic, I want the people in the back to throw up the forecast for next week. Yeah, throw it up on screen. Show it. It says it's supposed to snow on Sunday with a high of 32 degrees. Yeah, okay, no. Nope.
What? Wait. Whoa.
Nope. I'm done.
No.
You can't make me.
Ryan, we're in the. Ryan, this is live. You can't.
I can't do this.
Ryan, we're.
Iowa is it's the dumbest place in the world.
Ryan,
Nick, it is the only place in the world where I can go through all 4 seasons of the entire year within the span of 3 days.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I know you're upset, but dude, we're in the middle.
I can't do this. Do you know how long it has been snowing? I don't even know if my cat's alive. I have a cat, and it's just been buried in snow for days. I don't even know if it's alive. It's taken too much. I'm done.
Dude, we're still alive.
I just can't do this. Nick, this place is a factory of sadness, and I will not take it anymore.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Ames Tonight. Up next, we've got Hollie and Ben, so stay tuned. You're watching Ames Tonight.
This place sucks!
Welcome back. My name's Ben. It's my name. Don't wear it out.
And I'm Holly. Same.
Yeah, we're looking at you, viewer. We've heard the rumors. We know what you're thinking. Oh, ISUtv. They dress up. They know how to run computers. They spend their Tuesdays and Thursdays late doing school stuff.
Working our butts off.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're not what we're made out to be. We like to live life on the edge.
Yeah, man.
We're here to prove it to you. For instance, I like to wake up at 9 for my 9:30 class.
Yeah. Well, I drive 59 miles an hour in a 55.
Yeah? I feel you
Yeah.
there, Holly. Me too.
Okay. What else you
Oh.
got?
Those ISUtv people, they like Marvel. They like fiction. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, but you know what? I prefer the movies.
Yo, that's hardcore. But, you know what?
What?
I love cookie dough so much that I eat it raw.
Life on the edge. I one time parked in the 30-minute spots at MWL for the 39 minutes. Didn't get a ticket. I don't care.
Yo, man, that's, oh. Well, I use expiration dates on food as a suggestion, not an actual date.
We don't care about our health. We're cool. We live life on the edge.
I'm gonna live forever.
You know, one time, I hit up this girl with a double text. No big deal.
Ooh. Well, you know what? I'm sitting in a rolly chair. But I ain't wearing shoes.
That's actually pretty nasty.
Thanks.
Oh, hey, what's up, viewer? You know that girl I was talking to? Left her on red.
Okay, but that's not okay, Ben. We'll get to that at another date. Anyways, sometimes I don't answer my phone when my mom calls. On purpose. I'm just kidding, Mom. I love you. Don't take that in regards. I love you.
Keep it together, Holly. Yeah, well, I like to answer FaceTime when I'm on the ride. Yeah.
That's
What do you
rude.
about that? Well, I live life on the edge.
Right on the edge. Okay. Anyways, my phone is on silent. But I turned off the vibrate, so if you're trying to text me, I'm sorry. I don't respond quickly. I don't get messages right away.
You know, this one's gonna hit close to home for a lot of you guys.
Yeah.
I email my professors without a signature.
Ooh. Okay. I think I'm at my last one. For all the ladies out there, I don't use shaving cream to shave my legs. I use hair conditioner. And it hurts.
That's right. Now you don't think we live life on the edge. You just think we're freaks.
Yeah.
Joke's on you.
Jokes right on you.
This is Ames Tonight.
We'll be back with more.
All right, welcome everyone. We're gonna have a little bit of a quote game going on. So I've got my three beautiful contestants here, Trey, Zach, and Natasha, and we're gonna go through and we're gonna ask them. We're gonna see if they can sleuth out who said these maybe famous or not so famous quotes. So we're gonna start with you, Trey. If any civilization is to survive, It is the morality of altruism that men have to reject. Was that a quote from Benito Mussolini or Ayn Rand?
Ayn Rand.
That is correct. 1 point for Trey. All right, now Zach. The hottest love has the coldest end. Was that a quote from Socrates or Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber. Give me Bieber.
Oh, I'm afraid that's incorrect. That was a Socrates quote, a classic. All right. Moving on. Natasha, if it all happens naturalistically, what's the need for a god? Can't I set my own rules? Who owns me? I own myself. Is that Richard Dawkins or Jeffrey Dahmer?
Oh. I'm gonna choose A.
Richard Dawkins? I'm afraid that's incorrect. It was actually Jeffrey Dahmer.
He's still alive, baby.
Yeah,
He's still
yeah.
alive.
1 point.
All right. Now moving on. We're gonna move. That was our.
I'm still alive.
That was our philosophical section. Moving on to
Okay.
entertainment.
Okay.
All right, Trey.
I wouldn't know it's philosophical.
I want to die with my blue jeans on. Was that Andy Warhol or Kanye West?
True.
Andy Warhol.
That is actually correct. You're 2-0 right now. All right.
You study?
He's got his phone on him. He's looking these up. What's going on here?
Kanye doesn't wear blue jeans.
He does. I'm pretty sure he does. All
A
right.
few times.
Moving on. Zach, I don't shoot guns. I don't know how to do that. I grew up in upstate New York, so I fought with my fists. Was that Tom Hanks or Jimmy Fallon?
Don't mess it up.
Come on, Zach.
I like Tom Hanks. I don't think.
That was Jimmy Fallon.
I'm gonna go.
You got another question there. All right. And finally, for Natasha, violence is one of the most fun things to watch. Was that Quentin Tarantino or Michael Bay?
Michael Bay.
That was Quentin Tarantino, I'm sorry. All
They're
right.
getting smashed.
All right, we're going to say for this round, double points.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's the last
we're
round.
gonna redeem ourselves and get a tie.
All right, let's just for just to make it a little more interesting, let's start with Natasha.
There we go.
All right, Natasha.
Ready?
Goose egg.
Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Was that Mahatma Gandhi or Anthony Weiner?
Mahatma. A.
Yes, it was in fact Mahatma Gandhi. All right, Natasha's now sitting at 2 points. All right,
I'm on the hot seat all of a sudden.
yeah, you're on. All right,
That's all up to you.
this one requires a little context, but if humankind were to follow my advice, and if it were in my power, I wouldn't allow the word war to be uttered in any language. I would ban all weapons, even in the form of toys. Was that Radko Mladic, famous for committing war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide, or Juan Manuel Santos, winner of the 2016 Nobel Peace Prize for bringing a 50-year civil war to an end?
I'm gonna go with B.
I'm afraid it was actually Radko Mladic, the war criminal. He is apparently really not into war, despite the millions of
All
people he
right.
attempted to kill.
Hey, this is my first show and my last show, apparently. I don't think I'm gonna be welcome back.
You're always welcome back, Zach. It's all
Thank
right.
you, thank you. Means so much.
And finally, Trey.
All right. Give it to me.
I'm not opposed to all wars. What I am opposed to is a dumb war. What I am opposed to is a rash war. Was that George W. Bush or Barack Obama?
Love Obama.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with Bush.
I'm afraid that's incorrect.
No.
It was Barack Obama.
Barack
Wow,
Obama.
tiebreaker.
Now moving on. We do have a tiebreaker question.
Oh, there is one?
This is for both of you.
Okay.
Is there a prize?
There's the prize of just eternal pride.
Eternal pride.
All right.
I'll
I
take it.
don't want it.
Last question. You'll both answer.
Wait, at the same time? Or-
Sure. Yeah. I don't know.
Can you say 1, 2, 3?
Yes, I'll say 1, 2, 3.
From the top.
Words build bridges into unexplored regions. Is that
Like a poster or something.
J.K. Rowling or Adolf Hitler? All right, you can both answer. 3, 2, 1.
B.
Hey.
Answer!
The correct answer is Adolf Hitler. Congratulations, Natasha, you won. This has been Ames Tonight. Have a good night.
This is rigged. GM1.